Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Core Essentials War Belt. Now, full disclosure, Core Essentials did send this belt out to me for free, but that is pretty much as far as it goes. No money has changed hands or anything like that. I do have a discount code with Core Essentials that I will put down in the description. So if you decide to buy this or any of their other products, you can use that code to save a little bit of money. I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. That code is simply there to help out you guys. Now, I've been a longtime fan of Core Essentials. I've been using their EDC belt for over 6 years now. This exact belt right here, I've been using it this entire time. It's been supporting the weight of a full-size firearm every single day, and I have nothing but good things to say about their EDC belt, but that is a video for another day. So I'm going to quickly go over this belt, go over some of the unique features it has, tell you my experiences with it so far. I have been running this belt for about 6 months, so I don't have a super long-term evaluation of this belt at this time. Definitely not like the EDC belt, but I have been running it long enough that I think I can at least give a decent opinion of it. After we do that, we'll go over my setup and how I have it configured, and then I'll just kind of give you my final thoughts. So when it comes to Core Essential, either their War Belt or their EDC belt, really the number one thing that is going to separate them from a lot of others is going to be this ratcheting system. So you have teeth here on one side, here on the other side with your buckle, you have the ratchet. And that is one of the main features that makes this belt unique. Instead of having maybe a Cobra style buckle that is very hard to adjust on the fly, it's kind of a set it and forget it, you have 1/4 inch adjustments. So if you have a big meal, or maybe you're getting a little bigger or a little smaller, you can make adjustments very quickly and even on the fly as needed. So if you've worn a belt like this for any extended amount of time, you know that is a very big deal, and that is a super nice feature. Another important feature about this belt is it is a one size fits all. You don't have to buy this belt in a particular size, and then if it doesn't fit, then you have to send it back and go through all that hassle. When you first purchase this, it is going to be extremely long. You will simply measure the belt, cut it to length, and then install your buckle. Now, I know that can seem a little intimidating to some of you, but I assure you it is very easy. It comes with really good instructions. You even cut your inner belt as well to fit, and it is super simple, and it allows you to custom size the belt just for you. If you want to be on the safe side when you're doing that, whatever you think you need to cut the belt at, just cut it a little bit longer, and you can kind of work your way down. You know, measure twice, cut once. That's always a good practice, especially with something like this. Now, this does come as a 2-belt configuration. So you have a inner belt that you would wear through your belt loops, and then this would go around, and using hook and loop, it would attach. And that's another feature that makes this belt a little different. The inner belt that it comes with is very unique in my opinion. It has this piece of webbing here in the front. What really makes this so awesome, or what really separates it from a traditional inner belt, normally they are just simply solid all the way around. So even if you adjust your outer belt, the inner belt really doesn't have any play in it, so they're not really working together. Once again, a standard belt like this, it's kind of a set it and forget it. You can't make adjustments. But because of this piece of webbing, what happens is, as you make adjustments, it allows it to fold and collapse in on itself. So the inner belt is really working in harmony with the outer belt. And that feature of this inner belt, along with the ratcheting buckle, is what really separates this system from pretty much any belt on the market. Traditionally, I am not a fan of a 2-piece belt system like this, but because of that system that allows that little bit of play, they just work together basically perfectly. Now, another way that you can use this belt is with a belt pad. Traditionally, I have always used outer belts, and then I have applied a belt pad to the inside, and that allows you to just put this over your clothes and have a pad system like that. And that's what I've always been a fan of in the past. If I was wearing a hoodie like you see here, I could put it on over it, or if I was just wearing a t-shirt, this system would work very well. So the pad that I have been using with the Core belt is the Wilder Tactical. I believe this is their minimalist pad. I've had this pad on several belts, and it works perfect with the Core. For the 6 months that I've been running this belt, I've ran it about 50-50. So 50% of the time I have ran it with a pad, just putting it on over my clothes, and the other 50% I have ran it with the inner belt, using it in the way that it is designed. And even though I am normally a fan of a pad system like this, I will quickly be the first to admit the two-piece design has really grown on me because of the way this system works. So in the 6 months that I have had this particular setup, I have shot thousands upon thousands of rounds and spent way too much time on the range. I exclusively switched over to this belt when I first got it in from Core Essentials, and I've been running it this entire time. So I'm pleased to report with that amount of use, I have had zero issues with the belt. It is still very rigid, still supports the weight of all of this stuff very well. The ratchet and everything is still working perfectly as you would expect, and I've had absolutely no issues whatsoever. So this belt is 1 3/4 inches wide, so it is small enough that most accessories will slide on if you need to, but it does also have MOLLE attachments as well, so it's just giving you the best of both worlds. I have it in the black multicam color, but you can get it in a wide variety of colors as well. Quickly take a look at everything I have on the belt. We're going to go from right to left from my point of view. First thing I have here is just a little small fixed blade knife. This is a CRKT Minimalist, and I've got some Flytanium scales on it. Next is my holster, which is a good old Safariland. I've got that attached using the QLS forks and the receiver here. I've got that mounted up on a Core Essentials holster mount. Now I have a complete video on this mount, so if you're looking for an upgrade from a standard UBL, you might want to check that out. Coming around the back, I do have this belt relatively slick. Normally I would run my med pouch on the small of my back. I've just left this one slick right now. It does make it a lot more convenient getting in and out of vehicles, or in my case, on and off a golf cart, going to the range. So I've left it slick for now, but I will probably add a med pouch back here in the future. Coming on around, I have a no-name dump pouch, so I can quickly fold that out if I need to throw snacks or water or whatever in there. Next, I have my rifle carrier. So this is a T-Rex Arms Mars carrier. Got it mounted on a Tek-Lok, and that is just clamped around the belt. Moving on around from that, I have two T-Rex Arms pistol mag carriers. We have them mounted at an angle. I find that to be much more ergonomic and a whole lot faster. And I also have them mounted with the Blade Tech Tek-Loks as well. Come around a little further, I have a little belt keeper that just helps to tie up the end of the belt. It does come with that when you purchase it. And then we have the buckle itself. The testing will continue, so if I have any problems with this or something fails or something like that, I'll definitely come back and let you guys know about it. But at this time, I don't see anything like that happening. I would highly recommend this belt. If anyone was setting something up like this, I would definitely suggest this one, honestly, over everything else on the market. I've had literally dozens of belts similar to this over the years, and this one just checks a few boxes that none of the others can. Just remember, at the end of the day, owning really good equipment like this and having all the things, it's really nice, but the most important thing is training. It doesn't matter how nice your equipment is. You can have the panos and the thermals and all of the things, and you definitely should have that, but training is the most important at the end of the day. Skill trumps gear 10 out of 10 times, so being proficient and actually being able to use what you have is always the most important. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and found the information helpful. If you would like to contact me directly, there are several ways you can do that. Instagram and Facebook is going to be the best way, but you can also contact me using my email that is down in the description. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Got a fresh target over there. I'm just dying to shoot. That is a 9.89. Got all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight through the line for 6 in a .89.